PSD Karma is the newest addition to the Brandon Police Service. This dog is going to be developed, and some of the things that you'll see happen, the dog is first and foremost has to bond with the handler. So that's what they're working on right now, and that's going to be a period of months. Some dogs bond quickly, other dogs take longer. It's just like people, right? Everybody has a different personality. So they'll have to see how that goes. Once the dog is bonded to the handler, you work on familiarization, which is basically exposing that dog to as much as you possibly can, so that when it comes time to do the actual job, the dog's not apprehensive about going on certain types of floors or crawling over certain types of objects or worried about what's going to hurt me. They basically develop almost an invincibility. We have a canine unit with the Brandon Police Service. There's 2 members that are assigned to that unit. It's not a cheap unit to run, but it's a much needed one. And it does, in the end, it does save on man hours and resources for us. The police service dog is used in all profiles, and we kind of follow the RCMP philosophy with that. And the only exception to that is either the dog is drug trained in all profiles or bomb trained in all profiles, and the reason for that's obvious, right? If your dog's sitting, you want to know is it a drug or a bomb? Like, you'd really want to know which one it is, because it wouldn't be good. So yeah, that encompasses tracking, aggression work, crowd control, narcotics, searches, and if I didn't say it already, tracking is probably the biggest one. That's the meat and potatoes of it, here anyway. And small article searches, so what I mean by that is if somebody, we have a crime scene, for example, and there's been a shooting, the dog can actually help us find the brass. They will find things like knives, definitely. You have a stabbing, it's just a perfect tool to send down the laneway, and they actually look for a smell that's not familiar. So in other words, they're going down that laneway, and everybody always wonders how they do it. Well, that's how they do it, because the dog knows kind of, okay, everything's smelling the way it should smell here. Now, wait a minute, what's that over there? So then you'll see the dog tail off and go find the article. I think one of the biggest things, and anybody that's been in the canine world will tell you, is it's a tool. And you have to respect that. So in other words, you put that dog in a home environment. As a handler, you're always cognizant that, yes, it's a part of your family, but in fact it is a tool, and you want to be very careful. And that any stuff going on with kids and that is usually monitored quite closely by the handler, because the dog can perceive things very differently. Average is 8 years. You're lucky if you get 8 years out of your dog. That's kind of the average. PSD Karma was received from the Winnipeg Police Service. The handler will wind up going to the Winnipeg Police Service, and their training program lasts anywhere from 3 to 4 months, depending on how the handler and dog do.